back to Embrace the Journey. I'm your host, Hayley Norman. And on today's episode, we're going to start with step 2 of the 7 steps process on how to mentor, and that is pack. If you remember from last week, we talked about step 1, which was explore. Now in step 2, pack, it's very much like you're going to pack for a trip. If you're going to pack for a trip, you have a list of things that you want to make sure to remember. You have your suitcase and you're ready to make sure that you don't forget anything that you need to pack. It's very much the same in mentoring. In mentoring, you're going to have a list of things, if you are a mentor, that you need to do to make sure that you're ready for that initial meeting. You'll want to take a look at the mentee's resume, understand what their goals are, what their objectives are before your initial meeting. And if you're a mentee, you're going to want to pack and understand your mentor. There's nothing worse than entering your first meeting with your mentor and not knowing anything about them. You can research them on Google. You can take a look at their past colleagues and ask if you can speak with them. There's so many different ways to understand your mentor before that very first meeting. You're also going to want to think about your goals and your objectives and what it is you want to accomplish. And finally, in pack, as a mentee, you're going to want to list questions that you want to ask during that initial meeting. I can remember so many meetings when the mentee would sit across the table from me and not know what to say. Many times these people are your superiors and you might be a little bit nervous. It's okay to bring a journal with some questions that you've thought of. As a matter of fact, you should, and that's all part of pack. So to go back over the 7 steps, they are explore, pack, embark, observe, discover, map, and survey. Next week, we'll start talking about embark, or your first initial meeting with your mentor. Probably the most critical part of this relationship, because this will lay the foundation for all other mentoring moments that you'll have. So meet me here next week and we'll talk about embark. Can't wait to see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.